Hello, and welcome back to Soul Food Sunday. To those of you joining on the internet, thanks for being here.
Soulful Sunday. I need a word.
I love Soul Food Sunday. I love doing it. It's been some week, huh? It has been a week. I don't know about you guys, but it's been a long week for me. And this is going to be refreshing for me, for us. So to those of you who are here by way of YouTube or any other social media platform, I encourage you, go ahead and subscribe. This is something that you need to get your week going. Even if it's Wednesday or Thursday, you need to come here and get this shot. It will help you move a little bit further. For some people, they take it for a lifetime. It's some information that we get and we lock in so tight that we're set. Okay, so today I'm dealing with your belief. What do you believe? You see, many of us, we sit back and we wait for people to pat us on the back, tell us how wonderful we are. We're looking for people to get on board with us and support what we have going on. We're looking for someone to see the champion within us. If no one is telling us how wonderful we are, then we can't do it. If no one is gassing us up, then we can't go the extra mile. If no one is encouraging us or giving us compliments 5 days a week, oh, some people feel like nothing. But what do you believe? You see, everybody, okay, has an opinion, right? People can say whatever they will about you, positive or negative. But guess what? If you don't believe it, what's the point? What benefit does their compliment serve you if you're a person who lacks motivation? If you are a person who has low self-worth, low self-confidence, you can sit in a therapy session or with a coach for 12 months. But if you are not willing to open up and let yourself live, let yourself believe, what can a therapist do for you? What level can that coach get you on? You see, some people think that therapy and coach is that thing that's separating them from now and their destiny. But no, it's not. You have to be willing to work along with that coach, that therapist, that pastor, that counselor. It's not just their effort, it's your belief system. And your belief system will determine what type of effort you give your life. You see, when you believe, you make a move. Belief is not just talking about it. Belief is being about it. It means you are taking practical steps, you guys. I want to answer a couple of questions. Antoinette, why should I believe? Your belief is necessary for your growth. Whether your belief is to get on track with losing weight, go back to school, commit to a plan to change your life in a positive way, work on your attitude, the emotional dysfunction. You guys know I talk about that all the time because many people are still suffering from things in the past that they refuse to let go of. You see, just because you have lived 5 years past the trauma, 15, 20 years past the trauma, it doesn't mean that you have healed from it. So this is why I talk about emotional dysfunction a lot, because it creeps up in our present lives. The way we were talked to as children, teenagers, young adults, the way that we were handled, injustices that were done to you that you perhaps never received an apology for. And you have to live with that. Yeah, these things creep up into our present lives, and sometimes they serve as blocks to people's motivation, to people's belief system. Because if you came up in an environment where someone was constantly telling you, you can't, you won't, you'll just be a failure like everybody else in your family, people like this have a more difficult time believing in themselves. It takes a lot of coaching, a lot of prayer, and a lot of self-will, which could be destroyed in your past. This is why I talk about putting the work in for ourselves and what we need. You see, you can't count on somebody else to put the work in you. You have to put that work into yourself. So if you are willing to let go and put in your mind that I'm ready for a fresh start. I want some new results in my life. I want to heal. I want to believe that I can. I want to believe that I will and that anything is possible for me. It might be necessary for you to get with a pastor, a coach, a counselor, a therapist, or even a good confidant. Because, hey, truth be told, some of us have some people in our lives who are excellent coaches. They just aren't certified. I know I do. I have a good 4 or 5 people in my life right now. They don't have a certificate, they don't have a degree, but because of their experience in life, everything that they have told me has checked out to be true. Every word that they have advised me on has checked out to be relevant. So there are some people in your life that you can use complimentary and get the information that you need to assist you with believing in yourself again. We need to believe it again. How can we believe in a higher power? How can we believe in the Most High God if you can't even believe in yourself? You see, there's a belief system that we're supposed to believe God first, love God first. But how can you extend love to someone else, extend love to another entity if you don't love yourself? And I know I just asked the questions of how can you? But I want to talk about this side because some of you are there today where it's easier for you to believe in others than it is for you to believe in yourself. That is so possible. I'm going to talk in first person here. The more I push others, the more I focus on someone else, that's time that I'm not dealing with my trauma. That's time that I'm not dealing with the hurt that I'm experiencing, the pain that I've gone through. Because some find it so difficult to move forward and to believe in themselves, to believe that they can get better. So they spend that time on others. But is that fair? Can you say that you're truly living when you're not putting 100% into yourself? That's not self-worth. That's not self-love. To give everyone else 100%, but you give yourself 8%, 3%. Think about your cell phone. How effective is your cell phone when it's at 3%? When it's at 11%? We're normally running to find that charger so that we can hook it up, so that we can do what we have to do. How much more valuable are we than a cell phone? What do you believe today? Do you believe that you're worthy of love? Do you believe that you are more than enough? Do you believe that you can actually create generational wealth? Do you believe that you can be a happy individual and stop stirring up so much mess? Do you believe that you can be a good mom, dad, aunt, sister, brother, parent? Do you believe that? Do you understand that it's within you to start that company, that business, that movement, that charity? What do you believe? Stop waiting for an advisory board before you decide to get started. Stop waiting for an advisory board to tell you that the power is within you to do whatever it is that's in your heart. You can't wait on that. Waiting on opinions, waiting on people to agree will hold you back. It will slow you down. It will block you from the blessings that are just waiting for you to claim them. It's not going to fall from the sky, my brothers and sisters. We have to go and get it. Mary has a song that says, go get it. Go get that blessing. Go get that business. Go get your family. Go get your son, your daughter. Go get it. Stop waiting for the perfect opportunity. Stop waiting for people to come to you. You go. You're the one that's sitting up at night, can't sleep. You're the one that's worried about it, which means the responsibility is on you. The passion is stirred up inside you to do something, to say something, to be. And what are you doing with that energy? You're just going to let it die? What are we going to believe today? The next question is, how can I believe, Antoinette? How do I do that? Well, the same way that you believe others, through trust, through faith. You see, if you can put your trust and faith in others, do the same for yourself. That man that told you he wanted you, he was going to marry you, he loves you, you're everything to him. Or that woman that told you she's going to be a ride or die, She will never hurt you. She's going to go all the way with you. She's going to be your teammate. All of these promises that man can make to us. That supervisor that told you he or she is going to give you that promotion. They're going to give you that position as soon as it's open. You're the best employee on the team, so sure enough, you're going to get it. We believe all of the words of people, and they end up letting us down. So the same way that we can believe their word, the same way that we can put our trust into them, you put it in yourself. That's how you do it. Through trust and through faith. Put that in you. Too often we are waiting, as I said in the beginning, we're waiting for others to believe. We're waiting for somebody else to give us permission. Because we have been too weak in certain instances to do it for ourselves. Today is the day. Today is the day. This has been some week. Hasn't it been a long week for you? What are you willing to do this week that you didn't do last week? You see, some people came up short last week because you didn't believe in yourself. You didn't believe that you could say no to someone. You didn't believe that you could stand up for yourself, so you took the short end of the stick. You see, belief is 360 degrees, and it applies to every aspect of your life. Do you believe you deserve more? Better? Well, if you believe that way, take the practical steps and put it into practice. If you are tired of someone lying to you, shimmicking you around, just end it. Look, I'm not dealing with that anymore. I'm not dealing with your lies anymore. I'm out. And keep your word. Because when you don't, people understand that they can just puppet you along. What do you believe about yourself? If you believe you deserve better, you will accept better. You will stop accepting the trash that's given to you. You will stop accepting the crumbs that's thrown on the table for you. And by crumbs, that could be the way that someone talks to you, the way that someone deals with you, the way that they handle you overall. Are you tired of it or not? And these things take time. It may not be an overnight thing. It could take you weeks to build up your belief. It could take you months to build it up. It could take you a few years, but start somewhere. This is why I said that today is the day. Start somewhere. It takes time to grow, mature, and develop. But when are you going to start your belief process? It's time to believe. Now, what about our belief in God? If you say you believe in God, as I said earlier about trust and faith, you have to put those two terms into God. Do you believe that God is going to work out the situations that you can't? The things that are beyond your control? Do you really believe? Because if you do, a lot of the complaining will stop. A lot of the doubt will stop surfacing. Our belief in God will be challenged. As soon as you say you believe God, as soon as you start praying, as soon as you start confessing that God is good, that God is going to take care of you, God is going to supply all of your needs according to his riches and glory, the enemy is going to throw out some things right in front of your face. People are going to start being mean to you. Your job environment may begin to get hostile. Inside your home, get ready for some division to start happening. This is because you say you believe in God, and the enemy does not like that. He wants you to believe the lies, because the lies keep you in an illusion. And an illusion is confusing. Have you guys ever seen that black and white circle? The longer you look at it, the more confused and discombobulated you get. If you sit there, you just focus on that thing. That's what the spirit of evil wants to do to us. The spirit that's in the world, the spirit of perversion, evil, confusion, strife, all of the negativity on the news, the spirit of gossip, social media. Talk about this person. Let's try to be like that person. Let's change our body so that we all fit in. Don't be diverse anymore. Let's all be like robots. Let's all look the same way, believe the same thing. No way. We can't live like that, because it's in our differences that allow us to grow. It's in our differences where we're able to experience the true beauty and meaning of life. It's in our differences that we're able to see life for what it really is. We're able to enjoy each other more when we are different. And this all goes back into our belief system. Do we believe that we are different, unique, royal, called to God's holy, and genuine purpose? Do we believe that about ourselves? What will you believe today? And I want you to make up in your mind that yesterday was the last day that you walk around with a lack of belief. Today is the first day for the rest of your life. I need you to believe God, and I need you to believe yourself. I need you to understand that all things are possible to you. All things are possible. Healing is possible. Deliverance is possible. Deliverance, there could be deliverance from addictions, negative addictions. Deliverance from the opinions from people. Deliverance from a negative mindset. Deliverance from the expectations that you have for others. You see, deliverance isn't just a spiritual thing, that you have to be delivered from these evil spirits. So deliverance can cover many aspects of life. Are you willing to believe today? What about you? Are you willing? Are you willing? I'm willing. Come on. We have to believe, got to believe that all things are possible for us. We believe the negativity long enough. We have believed the lies long enough. It's time to believe the impossible now. The impossible. Because see, you thought that you wouldn't be where you are today, right? That was the impossible 15 years ago. But look at you now. So it's time to step it up a couple of notches and believe more of the impossible. Because in another 15 years, you will be at a much higher level in your spirit, psychologically, emotionally, spiritually, and one of my favorites, financially. Let's believe. This has been Soul Food Sunday, you guys. This is Soul Food Sunday, spiritual food for your practical life. I hope you have taken in this information. I hope that you will apply it and just wait for the benefits. Let those things manifest in your life. If you haven't already, please, I invite you to subscribe, you guys. May this information that you are getting here assist you with flourishing into the beautiful rose that you are. You guys have a wonderful week, and I'll see you next Sunday.